What is up, guys? First thing I gotta say is thank you everyone who sent me the link for those fender lights for the Z, like I asked in the last video. I probably got like 200 links to these things, but I ended up going with like the Nismo set because there was a lot of different options, and the Nismo set has like that OEM diffuse look, so it's like super clean. I didn't get anything smoked, so I think it'd be really clean, so I actually ordered those, so thank you again for everyone who sent it out. Now, for today, I wanna get this thing running nice, so I wanna set my cam angle sensor. Now, I've never done this by myself before, surprisingly, and it's been a long time, so I think we could try and figure it out. Luckily, RJ's dad actually had a timing light, so we're gonna use this thing. It looks like it's older than, yeah, this thing's definitely older than I am, so we're gonna see how this works and go from there. So once we set the ignition timing, I'm hoping this thing will run really nice. So first thing we gotta do is get this thing up to operating temp, which is gonna take quite a long time. So let's get it running. All right, so the first thing I need is a old spark plug wire. I thought we had some leftovers on the budget build K, but I guess I threw out the old ones. But luckily Dylan is swapping his Cressida, so he said I could take a spark plug wire from his engine, so perfect. Thank you, Dill. So I got the motor up to temp. It's running a little rough right now. I did a rough spec on the cam angle sensor at Justin's shop, and I messed it up when I loosened it. So it's running a little bit rougher than before. Clearly, I need an overflow tank because it's leaking coolant a little bit. And for some reason, I got like a pinhole leak out of this hose, probably because I stretched it too much, so kind of need to get an upper hose. That's no biggie. It's not the biggest deal in the world. But I guess, yeah, now it's time to time this thing. All right, first thing I do, we gotta pull coil back. So I got my Cressida spark plug wire. I had to trim the boot on it just so it actually fits deeper into the plug holes because it's supposed to be longer, but this should work. Now I take the end that usually goes into the distributor, and I took the little hood off of it. I'm gonna be sticking this in the igniter. So we got our little contraption right here. So now we just gotta get this to click onto the plug. Hopefully that we can get this Cressida one to work. A KA one would be preferred, but ain't nobody got that around here. We got our timing light. I gave it power from the starter and grounded it on the intake, of course, and now, so what this thing is essentially for is so we can pick up a signal off of the timing light. We'll stuff that right there. First off, the cam angle sensor was fully, I guess, retarded, but yet the timing is still very advanced on the crank. That makes a lot of sense to me. That explains why it's running so rough, which is actually pretty good news. So, and this is my first time doing it. I'm a noob to it, whatever. And I guess you actually have to time the gear underneath the valve cover itself. So what I'm gonna try, or it could possibly just be the sensor itself. So I do have an extra one, and this one I plan on swapping out anyways, or this is casing on it because it's cleaner. So I'm gonna throw this one in real quick and see if that helps. If not, we'll just pull the valve cover and time the gear. Woo! Whoa! Very, very rich. We'll bring that bad Larry down. Oh! Alright, that's a big backfire. Yeah, we gotta do this the right way. Let's take this thing apart. Alright, so we spit a big flame. Clearly the timing is very, very off. We're not gonna get away with just kind of eyeballing it and just going from there without trying to, so I'm really pushing my luck, so we're gonna have to suck it up and time it manually, so.
Get it done right.
Get it done right, so.
Flag.
Oh, there you go. That's good. It's getting clean. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we got the engine at top dead center. So that means cylinder number one is at its highest point. So now we got to pull the cam angle sensor, and essentially there's two notches on here. I'll show you in a second that we had to line up with the. There we go. All right. Let's see. That little dot right there basically has to be lined up with this. But of course it's gonna rotate in when we push it, so we gotta, so it's gonna be a little bit of trial and error. You could definitely do this without taking the Velcro off if you've done it before. If you just, you know what I mean? Like, you could definitely do this. Because you could find TDC off the crank pulley, and you can kind of eyeball this. Look at that, FT. Hopefully that'll do it for us, and I didn't just poorly educate you guys.
We'll find out in a second.
We'll find out in a second, yeah. We're good. Let's try it again. Already sounds so much better. Oh, I gotta work the throttle a little bit.
What are you doing?
Okay, so been playing around with it a little bit. After I timed it, we looked at it really quick and we realized that it was still a little far advanced. So I pulled back out, rotated the little gear just a little bit to give me more room, stuff it back in, and we should be all set. That'll give me a little bit more to play with. That'll give me a little bit more room to retard it. I don't know why it didn't work out initially. I must have just not timed it 100%, I guess. I don't know. So what the procedure calls for is we gotta get this thing running. So we have to get it up to operating temp, which it's at. It should still be at operating temp. I might let it idle for a little bit more, get a little bit warmer because it might cool down a little bit. We have to unplug the TPS, the throttle position sensor, rev it up to 3 grand like 2 or 3 times, and then what that will do is that will lock the ECU into timing mode. I don't know what exactly it does, but it's in timing mode. And then essentially we have to set this thing to about 15 degrees advanced timing at idle off the crank using the timing light, which is the second notch on the right. There it is. So hopefully we'll be set now. We should be good. Really nice and smooth, slowly getting warmer. We want to get this up to about $180, a little bit higher if we can. I'd love to time it at like a 190, that'd be ideal, but we'll see. It's kind of cold out. Temp. So now we gotta unplug your TPS and rev it up to 3 grand like 3 times, I guess. Let's see what the timing's at. So we're still having a hard time with the car idling just because, like I've been saying, the IAC, the idle air control valve, isn't actually hooked up yet. We're waiting for the fitting for the titanium so we can pull it back into intercooler piping. So it was kind of hard to like manually set it in idle. I tried to hold the idle as best as I could at the throttle body and set it, and it seems like we should be all set. I'm gonna tighten up, start it, make sure it didn't move when I was tightening up, and we should be all set. And that's about it. It is now timed. It took a minute to learn, but we figured it out. So it should be all set. I want to load it up with power steering fluid to make sure nothing leaks, so I didn't get to do that in the last video. I don't see why it would, but you never know. So we go to the store, get that fluid. In a little while, we're kind of just hanging out. Been a little unproductive for the past 2 days, but it's been nice just to hang out. The winter is very, very slow in Connecticut.
It's harsh.
It's harsh.
It's
so
boring.
it's just boring. That's the whole thing. Luckily, I've had the Z to like really keep me busy, but
It sucks if you live in Connecticut and you want to save money in the winter. You can't because you want to. The only way to do anything is to go out and do stuff, and then that costs money.
It's such
not
a
like in the
wreck.
summertime where you can just sit outside and relax and.
But DJ's wheels clean up real nice. So best thing ever is finally went through everything, and I'm actually getting my heat turned on here. I had to get the pipes all inspected, all pressure tests and everything, and then working with the gas company is a whole other thing in itself, but they're actually making out Thursday, and we will be warm in here, which means more productivity, which is fantastic. Now the last thing I really got to get is lights, because I want you guys to put more lights in your shop, and you'll literally get twice as much done. I swear to God.
Look at my G.
Yeah, look at Mike G shop. You guys know Mike G shop. That thing's a cave.
Just to take these off, I had to have like 2 drop lights, my phone light. It was terrible. Can't see anything.
Can't see anything. So I'm gonna rent a scissor lift hopefully next week. I gotta figure out what lights I want. A lot of you guys keep sending me these like Amazon lights. I don't know what it is about these Amazon lights. They're really good for like single bay garages, but since I have really tall ceilings, which you can't, oh yeah, there you go. It's not gonna work, so I'm gonna have to spend some good money on lights, but it'll be worth it.
This is what
really
Mike
worth
G's
it.
shop looks like more in here.
No, Mike G's,
too bright.
this is too bright.
Cloud off. Go.
Look at the forehead wrinkle.
Come on, Jip, let's see it. Bless the block.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Roast that coil.
He goes roast that coil. Yeah, there's nothing in there anymore.
Vape God Jip featuring Silver City Vape in Wallingford. Well, I guess it's about time I do what I said I was going to do. Load this baby up with some power steering fluid and hope it doesn't leak anywhere. I'm going to try to not use a funnel. This stuff smells so bad. There we go.
I don't think we're leaking. No leaks? I hope not. Go back and forth between this thing. Oh, we got a leak.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god, why you do this to me, Jen?
Oh, it's getting quieter.
I don't want him to shoot up again. I got power steering. Ready to keep the angle.
I'm trying. Woo!
Is it nice?
Oh, hell yeah.
Keep going back and forth in the rack. As you can hear, the pump's basically quieted down. Basically just running cycles of fluid through the pump, which hopefully gets the air out. And so far, so good. It's quieted down a lot. And I have power steering. This is a good feeling. And I have power steering, just like that. RJ has a dented quarter panel right here. I kind of want to go Chris Fix on it and try and fix it myself. I think I can get it. All right, so we're gonna test fit one of DJ's. I just realized that's the 11, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, we're putting that one in the rear. We might as well just throw a coil over into while we're at it. All right, grab a single coil over. We're gonna do one. All right, so hardest part about doing rear coilovers is literally getting to the top bolts because the bottom is really easy. But there are some hidden boys up in here. I don't even know how to get to
That side.
the 2.0 is easier. This thing just it's in by clip, so it just goes. This has some hidden bolts up in here.
How did that go again?
Oh!
As Jimmy snaps it.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh my god.
That's how I'm a little.
Is it gonna be hit?
No, it's hidden. You won't see that part. That's really. Oh, I'm such a freaking letdown. Oh my god. It's alright. That's what we have plastic molds. Alright, I'm just gonna hold this back and do the bolts. This is such a pain in the ass. I know Roberto's laughing at me right now.
Rolled to the other side. There she is.
Alright. Here's the difference. Oh boy. So, gonna set a little bit of preload on this. Nice.
Crank them all the way down.
Crank it all the way. Holy poke. Oh my god. I forgot how well this car sits. This. Boom. That's it right there. I love the flat lip. Looks so good. So much poke though. Doesn't look bad.
No, it looks a hell of a lot better than it did.
Lowering the car makes the car look so much smaller, which I really like because the 2+2s just look like boats to me still because I'm so used to the little stubby 2.0s. So even though it took me a little while to get it right, I got the cam angle sensor all dialed in. Our ignition timing is now all set, and the car runs way better than ever and now has a good idle. We're all set on that. I finally put power steering fluid in the system, blood the system, and now I have power steering, which is sick, and there's no leaks, which is fantastic. So pretty sick. I definitely need to get wheels for this thing soon. Just having a hard time finding a good pair for an affordable price, but it's whatever. So that's really it. It's really to afford to move on with things, maybe start a new project, get the stuff we need. I've been talking to a lot of sponsors lately, which is really cool. So you guys might see a few sponsored videos coming up. I always feel a little guilty just kind of like taking up time in the video to basically shout out a brand, but it's good for the channel. It helps fund the channel and get some cool stuff. So I'm just basically asking you guys to be patient with me and hope you guys are as stoked as I am. But that's it. You guys know the deal. New merch. So go on the website, check it out, cop some, because every penny goes into this damn thing and we want to make it as sick as possible. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Like, comment, subscribe. Goodbye.